In the heart of Obin's village, where red earth stained feet and laughter danced on market winds, lived a young girl named Amara. Her hair was thick and full like the bush mango trees that grew behind the compound, but her face often wore the shadow of sadness. At 10 years old, Amara had never sat in a classroom. She had never held a pencil or opened a book. While other children chattered on their way to school in the morning, Amara rose early, not to learn, but to fry akara and sell them under the burning sun. Her stepmother, Mama Titi, was not cruel in words alone but in the way she denied Amara every glimpse of childhood joy. Ever since Amara's mother passed when she was only 5, Mama Titi had made her life heavy with chores, sharp words, and a tray of hot akara each morning. "Quickly, get up!" Mama Titi barked one morning, slamming a pot on the wooden bench. "You're still lying there like you have somewhere better to be. Take the akara tray and get to the junction. Don't come back until it's empty." Amara rubbed her sleepy eyes and stood up slowly. Her body was tired, but her heart was even more worn. She looked out the small window and saw children in clean uniforms walking happily to school. Her throat tightened. "I want to go to school too," she whispered under her breath. "What did you say?" Mama Titi snapped, hands on her hips. "Nothing, Ma," Amara replied quickly and placed the hot tray of akara on her head. She walked under the scorching sun, the smell of fried beans surrounding her like a cloud. Her slippers were worn and flapped sadly with every step. She stood under the big mango tree by the road, hoping to sell quickly. But customers were few that day, and the heat was unbearable. Sweat soaked her clothes. Just then, a black car pulled over nearby. It was sleek, shiny, and nothing like the dusty cars of the village. A woman stepped out, tall, graceful, and dressed in flowing Ankara fabric. Her gold earrings sparkled in the sun, but it was the softness in her eyes that caught Amara's attention. "My dear," the woman said, approaching gently. "Why are you out here selling akara during school hours?" Amara hesitated, afraid to speak. But something in the woman's eyes told her it was safe to answer. "My stepmother won't let me go to school. She says I must sell akara every day," Amara said, blinking away tears. The woman bent down and touched her face gently. "What's your name?" "Amara." "Do you want to go to school?" Amara nodded. "My name is Auntie Neka," the woman said, pulling out her phone. "You're going to come with me." Auntie Neka called her husband and told him everything. "She's coming home with me," she said. "She needs a new beginning." Amara's eyes widened. "But, my stepmother. Do you know her phone number?" Auntie Neka asked. "Yes," Amara replied, reciting it softly. With the tray of akara set aside, Amara entered the car, her heart thumping. As the car pulled away from the dusty roadside, Amara looked back one last time. She wasn't sure what lay ahead, but for the first time in her life, it felt like hope was driving her away from pain. Back in the village, Mama Titi paced the compound. The sun had begun to set, and Amara had not returned. "Where is this girl?" she shouted, her voice rising. When neighbors came to the fence, whispering quietly, her hands began to tremble. "I heard she was taken by a rich woman in a big car," one woman murmured. Mama Titi's heart nearly stopped. "Taken? Who took her?" she screamed. No one had answers. Just whispers. And fear. That night, Mama Titi didn't eat. She sat on her stool staring at the empty corner where Amara usually placed the akara tray. She didn't sleep. Fear of the unknown ate at her. Years passed. And Amara's new life blossomed. Under the care of Auntie Neka and her husband, she was enrolled in one of the best schools in the city. Amara worked hard. She read, studied, asked questions, and never once took her new life for granted. By the age of 25, she was not only a lawyer but also the owner of a successful foundation that supported poor girls like she once was. She gave scholarships, built libraries in villages, and was invited to speak on national TV. One quiet afternoon, as she walked into her office, she was told someone was waiting for her outside. When she stepped out, she saw an old woman on her knees, crying softly. Amara froze. It was Mama Titi. Her once strong face was now worn with age and regret. "My daughter," Mama Titi wept. "I came to beg. I wronged you. I treated you like a slave. I didn't see what you could become. Please, forgive me." Amara felt the ache in her chest. So many days of hunger, humiliation, and pain all came rushing back. But then she remembered something Auntie Neka once told her. Forgiveness doesn't change the past. It changes your heart. She knelt beside Mama Titi and took her hand. "I forgive you," she said softly. "Not because you deserve it, but because I don't want to carry hate anymore." The two women wept together. A past washed with tears, and a future filled with peace.